So let me guess. You want to play the bass, right? Of course you do. Everyone wants to play bass. It's the coolest thing you could possibly do with your life. But let's say your hands aren't quite big enough to handle a full-scale electric bass. Well, we've got the solution for you. So let's talk about scale length. What is the scale length of an instrument? When we say that, what we mean is the actual usable length of the string. So in this case, it's going to be from the nut up here by the neck and the bridge down here at the tail. Now, this has a 34-inch scale length. That's pretty normal for bass guitars nowadays. And what that means is you have 34 inches of usable string here. Pluck it here, it functions. The sound might be funky, but still. Now what this means is, as you learn how to play an instrument, you feel with your muscle memory how big a thing is. You can go from one 34-inch scale length bass to another, to another, to another, and it's going to feel pretty similar, at least in terms of the distance your fingers have to travel. The problem is, a 34 scale length is kind of big if you have smallish hands. So what can you do if you still want to play the bass? Well, let me show you our first solution. Some of you may recognize that as Love Comes to Town by the Talking Heads, and one of the reasons I thought of that is Tina Weymouth. Tina Weymouth is a fabulous bassist, and although she used a ton of basses, she used a whole lot of short-scale basses. So believe me, it's not going to hold you back if you use something a little smaller. And what this is a little smaller. So we had a regular Ibanez bass just a minute ago. Now we're on to the Ibanez Mezzo bass. Mezzo in Italian meaning medium or middle. And that's kind of what we've got here. This is the middle size of the bass range for Ibanez. The scale length on this is a little shorter. We're down to 32 inches. And what that means is it's a little bit tighter in here. And if you have smaller hands, this might be the solution. If you have hands that are almost big enough, or if you just kind of want a more comfortable and more compact instrument, this is a fantastic choice. But what if you need something a little smaller? What if you're, let's say, wanting to get into bass, but you may be 10 years old, and a big old instrument isn't quite the right choice? What if you just want the most portable bass you can get your hands on? I got another idea for you. So, what I've got here is the little guy of the Ibanez range. This is the Ibanez Micro. And yes, this is a bass, even though it is way closer in scale to the size of an Ibanez electric guitar. Ibanez electric guitars are usually going to be something like 25.5-inch scale length. This is just a little over 28. This is a little tiny thing, and if you remember, the full size is all the way up to 34 inches in scale length. So, if you are, let's say, very young, very petite, or you just really want something that is super, super compact and portable, this might be your solution. So, all of these, the Micro, the Mezzo, and a whole line of other full-size basses are available at all RCA house locations. So stop in and check one out and see if one of these guys might be the right solution for you. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more great content, and we'll see you in the next video.